beat Violet, so unless the map scores would be like a massive difference,
yeah,
HerO can still finish first, Ben, but this is a must-win game.
Huge game for HerO. Of course, if he loses it, that's going to make everything complicated as well, as he's all of a sudden not on the top of the group, but right in the middle.
And that's gonna, not just that, I mean, most likely HerO would still qualify for the wildcards. For the people who don't always watch it, Violet, Ben. No, I was worried. For a second I thought I was gonna see an early pull. For the people who don't follow the NASL super closely or don't know that much about how our system works, if you win your division, guys, you're automatically qualified for the playoffs. Then the 3 best numbers too, they also qualify for the playoffs immediately. So let's say HerO finishes the season, or Violet, they both finish up with an 7-1 record and an excellent map score. It's still likely that both of them immediately make it into the top 8. Now, a lot of people will qualify for the wildcards. Wildcard is just basically a playoff round before the actual playoffs. But of course, man, you either want to win your division or be one of those best number 2s, so you can directly skip around in the playoffs.
That's right, and by skipping around in the playoffs, you almost help yourself by guaranteeing that you're not going to play the hardest possible opponents. Whereas if you do play in that playoff round, there's a really good chance that you run into one of these guys who is seeded through.
You're going to run into one of the division champions, which basically means you could run into the likes of Hyun, if Hyun is going to win division number 2. Or Polt, exactly. Those two guys so far completely undefeated. Violet, HerO, maybe Group 4 is still completely open, but could still be MC or Teja, Ben, or maybe Vibe. But I think a lot of people, I mean, Vibe is a super tough opponent, but I guess most people would still prefer to face Vibe over MC or Teja.
I'll say. I think MC and Teja are pretty fierce in and of themselves, Kevin. We've still got Dongregu also in the league, Kevin. We don't know where he's going to finish up, because he's got a couple of makeup games.
And Division 5 is still so open. Division 5, of course, guys, always played on Sunday. You do not want to miss the broadcast this week on Sunday. As Ben, right now in Division 5, we have 3 guys who are 4-0, and neither of them is MMA or Stefano. Like, that's just crazy. I mean, that division has been the sickest of the entire year. The Muslim is 4-0, Finale is 4-0, and Sen is 4-0, and MMA and Stefano are in the division as well. That's just one of the sickest divisions I think we ever had. Anyways, man, we saw Nexus first for HerO, followed up by the Forge, then Gateway, and he's going to get the gate before the cannon. So, pretty economic opening for HerO. While on the other hand, we had Violet going up with the standard 14 pools, 16, might have been a 17 hatch. And he's going to go up to 3 bases, so far everything is super standard.
Yeah, absolutely most normal game we could possibly have. Violet doing a nice job of scouting around with some lings before he plants that fast third base. Most standard openings we could ever see from the Zerg player, and pretty damn standard on HerO's side as well, of course. Being a little bit extra greedy with the Nexus first. Will Violet catch this probe? There's a chance that he might. Those lings are on a path.
Oh, I'm not sure if he spots that, man. I guess he would.
Oh, HerO starts moving at the worst possible time, and that probe will get spotted. That's a great catch there by Violet.
Yeah, but all the HerO wants to do, Ben, is get the confirmation that Violet is going up to 3 bases. HerO knows that 98 out of 100 times, Ben, he's just going to see this morphing hatchery here, and this probe will end up falling. But the 2 games he does not see it, he will end up winning, because he's going to be much better prepared, and he knows that a 2-base Zerg in that phase is not all that scary.
That's exactly right. So, good scouting from HerO, and pretty much standard macro stuff out of Violet. We don't see too much out of the ordinary at this phase of the game. What we can talk about is Metropolis and how
it's good for Nidus Muta.
It's great for Mutanitis, but it's also a very common build on this map is a mortal-centric play, or I guess common builds are a mortal-centric play, because there are a lot of pretty narrow chokes. And while HerO's not necessarily a guy that likes to throw in those immortal all-ins, an immortal expand could really serve him well here.
And of course, Ben, as always, we're going to have to do predictions, as we always do that, and we keep track of our scores throughout the entire season. Who do you think is going to take this best of 3?
I believe in Violet, Kev. He's unbeaten in the group. I think his EVP is right up there with the likes of Stefano or Inertio as being some of the best on the planet.
Really?
I do. And I think he's going to take out HerO.
Well, Ben, I do think that Violet is amazing, and he's a great friend of me. While we see one Zealot over here, he marches his way all across the map. As I've been teammates with Violet as well in the Warcraft 3 days. I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but yeah, we played in the same team for a long time. We played the same race as well in Warcraft 3. We were both Orc players. And he's a super nice guy, but I believe in Liquid's HerO, Ben. I believe in my Protoss brother right now, as I cannot possibly cheer for Zerg. Nah, just kidding. I think it's going to be a super close game. And HerO did lose surprisingly against Lowly, but I still feel that was sort of an incident. And HerO is such a smart player. He's been working so much on his PvZ. I think he can do it.
I'm sure it'll be a very exciting series no matter who comes out on top. I just love the flavor stuff around Metropolis. If you look at the little signs here and there, there's so much cool little graphics, little small details that make the game so interesting.
Very well made. Would be very cool if these links could run up here and it would, and then it would come out over here.
Except it looks like all the signs on this map are in Spanish.
Well, that's possible. I'm not sure
Or
if
maybe
they
even
speak Spanish in
Portuguese. I
space.
think it's Portuguese.
HerO's Observer is out on the map, and same goes for that Zealot once more, which is marching. Where did the Warp Prism go? Is the Warp Prism out yet? No, Warp Prism is still in production. It's going to be out real soon for HerO. It's kind of hard for the conditions where we're in right now to actually keep a close eye on the minimap, as I have some light on my screen. But I'm going to do my best, Ben, to make sure that I won't lose the Warp Prism on our side. As one Overlord did fall over here for Violet. First unit that actually died in the game, 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Both players have been so precious.
4 Zealots and a Warp Prism making its way
That's so
across the map right now. Violet's got a lot of production at his fingertips. He's all the way up to 68 drones right now.
Second Overlord. It's going to fall.
Tickled to death.
Man, that's a horrible death.
Those sentries are in a really bad place, Kevin.
Yeah, he's going to really need that cannon over here. He's going to wipe in a couple of Zealots. Well done there by HerO, who spotted the Zerglings on the mini-map, and he has that Observer over here. Great player, he doesn't he has a full wall, but it's a probe, he needs something. The Immortal's going to throw in his
Does he clog it up, though?
Yeah, the Immortal's sticking up. Wow, good play by HerO.
Too much booty in the pants. As that Immortal will hold the line. At the same time, his Warp Prism is making its way into Violet's main base. What does he have to deal with this, Kevin?
15 roaches in production, and they pop pretty much on the perfect moment. It's a little bit unfortunate for HerO. Those roaches were definitely not made to deal with his Warp Prism, but it couldn't have been any better for Violet.
Yeah, Violet just actually somehow it just kind of comes together for these great players. Yeah. Violet perhaps knowing, all right, I don't need any drones for a certain period of time. Let's get a couple of rounds of roaches out just to be safe. And in this case, that is exactly what he needed, and it served him very well.
Violet's going to be pretty aggressive here, Ben, with 27 links and 15 roaches. But I believe in the force fields of HerO. More importantly, he has 2 cannons over here as well. He has Immortals. He keeps an Immortal over here, an additional cannon being warped in as well. I think HerO should survive this without taking any damage, which is going to put him in a great spot. I would love to see at least 1 sentry here, and that's exactly what we are going to see.
Oh man, there is no chance of Violet doing any damage. HerO has way too much. So many Immortals, so many sentries.
So many force fields.
This looks so good for HerO.
He might actually go for the offensive force field. That's what he does. Perfect force fields by Liquid's HerO.
So nice, cutting off a lot of those roaches. Might even get a couple of more if he's smart about it, but that's not going to work out.
Look at the units lost resource steps so far, Ben. HerO has lost only 187 resources. Violet already 1400, and HerO is going to force a cancel on this forward base, even though Lynx is streaming in, but these Zealots, they will get it.
This base is...
He's going to let it finish. I think these Zealots will kill
this base is going to die. I mean, even if he doesn't kill it right now, he can easily come back and snipe it later.
It's going to die, Ben. It is going to die.
So well done, and the Zealots picked up. They will float off and harass again another day. HerO doing everything right on Metropolis.
Spire morphing in right now, and Hive already on the way. So despite Violet making quite a few units, Ben, and he still has a lot of units, he is working on 2-2 upgrades right now. He is researching the Panagen Glands. So eventually we might still see that Broodlord army. Oh, HerO, Ben, this is, well, I guess it's fine with all the force fields, but HerO knows that that could have ended differently. He just warped in 6 targets at the home. Now his army looks a lot stronger already.
Yes,
Warp Prism is still over here as well. There's a Spore Crawler. It's a little bit annoying for HerO.
It's a cute little Spore Crawler. I'm not sure how he rooted there, I guess, on the creep from the dead hatchery. But Zealot harass is still ongoing, and HerO's even out on the middle of the map, so Violet's got to be so careful about how he positions his army.
HerO doing such a good job, at least, just keeping Violet so busy. 7 Infestors in production right now. Violet, do you really want to fight without those 7 Infestors? I mean, sure, if it's a favorable engagement, you might as well go for it. But 7 Infestors and 2-2 almost finishing up. This can be a moment where Violet wants to fight.
Uh-oh! Infestors are going to pop right underneath that Warp Prism.
This time the Zealots won't be able to deal a whole lot of damage.
This is going to get shut down pretty convincingly. Well done there by Violet, putting an end to that Prism harass. And also, well done by HerO, catching these lanes up in the top left-hand corner of the map. This is going to allow him to go ahead and take his 4th base.
But there's still Ling over here, man. He's like day 3. I'm still on the high ground. And I will kill that Nexus. Even if it's the last thing I do. Well, Ling, it's definitely going to be the last thing you do, so you better do it quick.
I will be the Zergling in HerO's base.
I will be the Zergling that Violet deserves. In this life or the next.
Violet working on that transition up to Broodlords. We can see him adding Spine Crawlers, getting Greater Spire.
One Colossus in the mix. All these Lings, man, they are suddenly not all that fierce anymore. They have to do some more fierce fitness with Frodo and Lauren.
I don't think that HerO's going to try to hit this pre-Broodlord timing at all. He's only got the 1 Colossus. He's already adding more upgrades, more tech.
Fleet Beacon being warped in now as well, Ben, and the Templar Archives is about to finish up. 69 drones only for Violet, Ben, and I say only because... okay, we see a few more drones in production right now.
Yeah, a lot of that is because he's been cycling through these Spine Crawlers. He's added a lot of Spines already.
And this is the phase of the game that we know in Metropolis. I have the feeling this could be a pretty epic game, Ben. As Violet is going to get the Spine Crawler wall, so he will get a lot of Corruptors and Broodlords. I don't think that HerO is going to try to kill him before. And even if he would, I don't think it's going to work against all those Corruptors. So this is a game, Ben, I have a carrier feeling.
It's definitely a possibility that Fleet Beacon is finishing up. A couple of Archons entering the mix as well.
It's probably going to be Mothership first. Carriers are going to be much, much later. But this could be a game, Ben, where you might see a carrier or 6.
Violet's got fantastic upgrades. He's finishing up 3-3. He's getting Adrenal Glands.
Oh god.
This is going to help him so much with the Broodlords when it does finally come time to fight. Is he going to pick a fight right now? Maybe.
Not that many Stalkers over here, Ben. I think he's just going to rally in those Corruptors. 1 Colossus falls immediately. 2nd Colossus is going to fall as well, and then he can just back off. Great additional force fields by HerO, Ben.
Got to catch a few more roaches, so while he loses those Colossi, he does kill off a healthy number of Zerg troops.
This roaches, I had a near-death experience. No, really. Yeah, that's what they also know. I was in deep trouble. 6 Broodlords are morphing in right now. Storm being researched as well for HerO. HerO just has 4 bases. I wouldn't be surprised to see him going up to 5 bases real soon, even if it's just for the assimilators, man. Oh, he could blink on the high ground. Well, those Broodlords were already morphing, but Fungal Growth should be more than enough.
We'll see. Broodlord's not quite done yet. Zergling's dying so fast, and yeah, I think HerO's got no choice but to back off now.
Pirate is kind of low on army, but those Broodlords and Spine Claws should be enough. Great Fungals. He's actually killing so much from HerO here, man.
Fungal Growth, just such a powerful ability, and HerO is forced to back off, loses most of his Immortals, loses a lot of Stalkers as well. Violet right now is adding so many upgrades. Overlord speed, drop, Adrenal Glands, Flyer attack, 3-3 for his ground units, getting a lot more Zerglings, Corruptors, and even adding in more drones.
You seen the main base of Violet, Ben?
Wow. There's going to be no sniping off that, that Greater Spire.
Like, so I heard you like War Prisms. I call and race.
I mean, Spine Crawlers are just so incredibly strong. I think one of the really frustrating things for Protoss to deal with is when a player does, like Violet is doing now, just keeps building spines constantly, how do you ever really harass him? I guess the offside, or the downside to that is you end up in situations where Zergs do not run away with this massive, massive bank. As we can see, Violet only has like 50 minerals, 300 gas. He's spending all of his money.
Exactly, Ben. And you know, there's also this phase of the game where Zerg is really going to rely on those Spine Crawlers and just think like, they'll be fine. But if you then can somehow catch him off guard, warp in 15 Zealots, 3 Dark Templars, you can immediately kill everything because they rely too much and they might react too late because they think they're fine, but then they might not be fine. Oh, this is going to be a sick game, Ben. Sick game. Mothership is about to pop for HerO. Violet plays on an old PC on purpose. He's going to be like, hey, Mothership is up.
Violet still adding more spines, still adding more upgrades. He's just playing the most passive Zerg style you could ever really ask to see.
80 drones for Violet right now again, Ben. He's been remaking pretty much all of his drones. Gets 5-6 Spine Crawlers over here. Only 1 Spore, so there is still a potential of later on some DTs doing some serious amounts of damage. Air weapons +1 is being researched, Ben.
So carriers might not be that far off. I love the fact that Violet has added in drop. I think Zergling drops in the main base are one of the most annoying things for us to deal with at this stage of the game.
I would love to see. I mean, HerO has been doing a fantastic job in spending his gas. I would have loved to see him take this 5th base a little bit quicker, Ben. Because just to use as a simulators, because this is a phase of the game where you just want to have a Dark Shrine. Not because you will just be able to rally Dark Templars across the map, because no, that is not going to happen. But just to have them around, deal with drops. Wow, these poor Zealots, man. They got dropped.
Suicide mission.
I've seen suicide missions with better odds than these levels.
Another warp in on the bottom half of the map, but again, Violet is in a good position with a lot of spine crawlers. This is a big warp in. This might be the magic number needed.
Yeah, but there's nothing else going on right now, Ben. So this time Violet will be able to deal with it.
Whoa, that's not expected. Huge storms going down, killing off a lot of drones, but the infestors are in position. And this warp prism will die, and with it, the 2 High Templar inside. Oh!
Oh.
Okay.
Well, guys. Meanwhile, another warp prism being active right now. This spore crawler will fall, Ben, and Dark Shrine is being wiped in. Wow, nice transfuses right there. But this spore should fall eventually, no? Well, actually. This like, oh,
guys, spore crawler scum! And it does go down. The poor sentry will run into some broodlords though, so.
Queen does fall as well. I mean, this is great what HerO is doing, but throughout those High Templars, he's not dropping them. But there are moments where you might want to be careful. I remember this game, HerO, it's against this Zerg on Entombed Valley Band. It was a sick game in the IPL team arena, I believe. Or it might have just been another IPL event, but I know it was an IPL game. HerO against this Zerg on Entombed, super long game, and HerO was doing a really good job. He was outmining his opponent, but on a certain moment he was throwing away so many minerals that eventually he was kind of out, even though he had an insane bank on a certain phase. But he threw away so many zealots that eventually he was not able to deal with the Broodlords and Infestors anymore, even though HerO played a fantastic game. It was a 55 to 1 hour, 55 minutes, or maybe even over an hour game.
Violet's been doing a great job dealing with HerO's harass. Now it's his turn to be the aggressor, as we see 3 overlords full of zerglings and roaches making their way over to the main base of HerO. That can be very, very frustrating. There's some incredibly expensive tech in place over there, including the Templar Archives and the Dark Shrine.
But there is a Dark Shrine, man, and that is so important. It's going to help out dealing with this kind of stuff so well. But that also means that he's going to reveal that he has a Dark Shrine. So far, Ben, HerO is just going to wipe in a lot of zealots. Should be, oh, actually.
These are very well upgraded zealots. 3/3 zealots. That might actually be enough to clean this up. Roach is trying to hang in there.
Oh, Roach is dealing no damage to these zealots. 12.
Yeah,
12
they have
damage.
no attack upgrades.
They do 12 damage.
That was well defended by HerO, who is still out on the map. And he's even going to take one of the islands. I love it. I love it.
2 additional Stargates being wiped in as well, man. These roaches will fall. They were burrowed for a little while, trying to hide. They're going to burrow in a different position right now. HerO is going to be like, come on, do you really have to do this? These 2 roaches, they don't even have... Ah, look at these broodlings. Wow. Did you see that? It was like a heat-seeking broodling. Great fungal over here by Violet, though. The great fungals. He's going to kill 5-6 stalkers. HerO, you might want to replace those with air units already, or is he afraid he's not going to get the time? God, this army of Violet. So strong, man.
Yeah, ludicrous army right now. 18 Broodlords, 12 Corruptors.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Ben, but he used his zealots to take out the Spore Crawler. Now it is Dark Templar time, and this hatchery will fall. Where's the closest overseer? Well, it's not around here. Hatch will fall, and quite a few Spine Crawlers are probably going to fall.
In the meantime, though, HerO's got to find an answer to this Broodlord force from Violet.
Oh, imagine if he would storm. Well, the last time I saw an army coming in like this on Metropolis, it was a GSL final, and these were battle cruisers. And we did see the Vortex the world asked for.
Mothership,
man.
Where is the mothership?
Ben, 4 Void Race.
That's an interesting choice. I guess that's purely in hopes of dealing with the Broodlords. Void Rays are really pretty good against Broodlords. It's just the Infestors and Corruptors kill them so quickly.
You know, HerO is often one of the only Protoss players in this phase of the game who does not get Broodlings anymore, Ben. I mean, Colossus. And, okay, good blink here. He might be able to pick off these 4 Broodlords before the fight even really starts. So this is an excellent start for HerO. He needs a focus fire. Neural Parasite went off, Ben.
Oh, wow. Infestor catching the mothership. There is no energy left. That's a terrible loss for HerO. What can he really do now? The Corruptors will easily kill that mothership, and HerO all of a sudden in a terrible position. Void Rays are going to have to get into the mix sooner or later. There's only 4 out, though. He really needs more than that.
Yeah, great fungals. This Stalker army is so incredibly trapped. More Broodlings, Broodlords morphing. Feedback's going down left and right. Where are the Void Rays, Ben? Can they really surprise?
HerO's still trying to wait, Kevin.
He needs to kill all the Infestors. If he kills the Infestors, he needs to some High Templars, maybe wipe them in on the high ground. If he, then all he needs is a few feedbacks.
If the Infestors were not here, the Void Rays could clean all of this up, and here they come. It's not going to work with Infestors on the map, I'm afraid.
If only he wiped in a couple of high Templars on the high ground.
There's a couple of high Templar being dropped by the Prism, but they're going to be used to Storm, not to feedback.
Yeah,
Violet's not using his Infestors right now.
He's going to lose a lot of Broodlords. Here they come.
Oh, wow.
Feedbacks,
Again, the high Templar are getting caught.
No.
One feedback goes down, but a lot of infested Terrans will be dropped.
They're so clumped up. They're so clumped up. But there's only one more fungal remaining. I guess that's enough.
HerO, if you micro your Void Rays, HerO. It's not going to matter, though. You just finally start pulling them back. These Broodlords are just devastatingly effective in this stage of the game.
There's not a lot of anti-air anymore, Ben. These 4 infested Terrans, that was going to be forward blink right now, but HerO lost so much already. If he kills these infested Terrans, but he won't. Both Void Rays do fall.
Not going to happen.
And that means HerO falls.
Is called, and HerO will go down 0-1 against Violet, who says, oh, no, you didn't.
And
you did not try to kill my Broodlord army.
Before we do it, Ben, because we were actually watching at those Broodlords being picked off by those Blink Stalkers, I think I want to show how Violet did get off the Neuro. Because sorry guys, I wasn't watching it because I was more focusing on the Stalkers fighting the Broodlings. So maybe we can tap back to my screen real soon.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to say thanks to Epson Projectors for sponsoring that game. We'll show this clip.
I'm ready though.
When we get back
but
from...
I'm ready.
We'll show it right now.
All right. Let's go to my game. So this is what happened, guys. We saw a couple of storms going down on the infested Terrans. Then we see HerO here. He finds those 4 Broodlords out of position, focusing on them, goes for the forward blink. But here we have that one HerO infestor, the one that Violet needed. Gets the Neuro off.
The Neural Parasite
Double
around
vortex.
Metropolis.
And that was the way the mothership lost all its energy.
Yeah, huge play there from Violet. That ultimately set up the big 18 Broodlord push through all of HerO's bases.
If those Void Rays were a little bit more split out, or yeah, maybe if you would have wiped in some high Templars on the high ground and get at least three feedbacks off, would have already been so massive.
Very nicely done though by Violet. He's 1-0 up over HerO, guys. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back. More StarCraft 2 still to come from the NASL.